Give me a second. We'll begin in just a moment. Hello everyone, Zekman Awesomeness here. I'm back with another stream today. I'm going to be resuming DDLC Plus. I got one more route in Act 1 to take care of, and that's Sayori's route. The smallest route. Saving the smallest route for last. Sayori's route. So, yeah. This is very uncharacteristic for me to have a Sayori wallpaper. But we're doing Sayori's route today, so we're just gonna... That's the wallpaper of the day, I suppose. Yep, that's the wallpaper of the day. Yes, I am totally aware that I am late to the party. I am totally aware about this. I am totally aware about being late to the party. I am fully aware of this. Not my decision to make. I had been on vacation on the week of launch, on launch week. So, it's not my fault. Well, partially my fault for not playing this day one, but not my fault because I was on vacation for that time. Anyway, let's begin. Let's boot up this virtual machine. Again. Why not? Let's boot up this virtual machine. Again. That's smooth. The smoothness gets me every time. The smoothness gets me every single time. Alright. Special stage. Sayori's route. We're doing this last. Last time I did Perfect Yuri. Let's try and do Perfect Sayori. Ahem. I said Perfect Sayori. Ahem. I said Perfect Sayori. That's better. I only get 3 chances at this. But I only get 3 chances at the special stage. To do, I only get 3 chances to try to do Perfect Sayori. But I always want to do it on the first chance. So... But a bunch of these words are tricks. A bunch of trick words right here. A couple words are tricks. The trick words. A bunch of trick words. I don't know why some words are tricky. But... Who's amazing? That's amazing. Alright. Okay. In the nature. Okay. Whew. Okay. I can do this. Halfway into the special stage, nobody else jumped so far. We're on the verge of getting Perfect Sayori. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. We're gonna be here a while, folks. We're gonna be here for a while. As you can tell, I finally managed to get the game running on... I managed to get the game full. I managed to get the game in full. To clog up the entire screen. So now I don't have to feel uncomfortable revealing my desktop. Very nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's kind of nice, actually. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Ain't much, but it's honest work. Anyway. Okay. Halfway into the special stage. A bunch of these words are interesting, to say the least. Once I get into the Act 2 territory, it should be easier to get perfect Natsuki for Act 2 territory. Should be easier from here, unless the achievement only counts for Act 1. Either way, it'll work. Either way. Okay, here we are. Alright. I already got an achievement for prolonging the music for this. I already got an achievement for making this for lingering in this special zone. So yeah. Okay. I should have known. I should have guessed. I should have guessed that would have been it. I could have. I should have guessed that it would have been it. I should have guessed that would have been it. Whoops. Anyway. Some of these words are tricks. Some of these words look like they belong to a specific character, but they're really for somebody else. Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good so far. I'm on the path to a perfect Sayori. I'm on the path to the perfect Sayori. I'm going to assume explode is a Yuri word. I should have known. Save state. Okay. I should have. Alright. Okay. No more playing around. I guess. Let's try and do this thing. Let's try and get perfect Sayori. Again. Let's try and get perfect Sayori this time. Let's try this time. I'm confident this time. I'm confident this time. I should have known. I wanted perfect Sayori. Only a specific character must jump all 20 times in order to achieve perfect. Nobody else should be jumping except for the chibi on the left. That's what makes this very challenging. That's just what makes it all challenging. That just makes it all challenging. Huh. I should have guessed. You know what? Just for completionist sake, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I think a picture would be unlocked after that. Just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. I already did Perfect Yuri. I already did Perfect Yuri. But I'm gonna go back and once I get into the Act 2 territory, I'm sure things will be smoother from here. Anyway. Hey, so far so good. So far so good. Nobody else is jumping. Nobody else hopped. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Some of these are tricks. I don't know what it is about those words, but some of these are tricks. Some of these are trick words. Some of these are trick words. Socks is definitely fashion related. Cute is definitely not so key word. Definitely that one. Definitely that one. I was playing this on Switch before, and I found out that playground is a Natsuki word. Is one of the words for Natsuki. Very strange. What does she associate with playgrounds? What do playgrounds associate with her? Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Oh hey, we're almost done. Okay, special zone is... I should have guessed. I should have known. I was so close this time too. So close. I was so close this time. That's random. That's funny. That's funny. I should have guessed. I shouldn't have known that it would have been it. Also, Natsuki is apparently jumps for sticky. Is she really sticky? Even summer. I should have known. I should have guessed. Crazy. I'm saving the perfect Natsuki for later. Cause save her for later. Save her for later. Maybe in the Act 2 territory. Unless the perfects are only allowed to be achieved in Act 1. Guess I'll find out once I head into that territory, I guess. Should have known. Yeah, the only thing hard about this, trying to get the perfect. Trying to get perfect is extremely hard. Trying to get the perfect is extremely hard. Yeah, trying to do it is extremely hard. Natsuki definitely associates with anger in some way. Definitely associates with anger. I know some words at the top of my head. I know some words belong to each. In my own head. This is the fun of the special stage. You never know who's gonna jump for which word. Which word is touched upon. You never know. You never know. It's kinda... It's interesting, actually, 'cause... I don't know. I don't know, really. Who's a singer? Oh, okay. Phew. That was a close one. Anyway. I'm like really close. I'm like extremely close. I'm like extremely close. I'm like extremely close. I'm like really close. I'm so close. You don't even know it. I'm literally so close. I'm like so close. I'm going to assume Natsuki associates with Valentine's. How about sun? Okay. Alright, just a little bit more. So close. So close. I wanted to do perfect Sayori. I wanted to save perfect Natsuki for Act 2. Save it for later. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. We're gonna be here a while. That's for sure. We're gonna be here a while. I should have known. I should have known. Let me guess. Oh, never mind. Why does Natsuki associate with the word kiss? It's pretty strange. I know, well, bunnies for her, definitely. Swimsuit for her, yeah. Cute, yeah, I said it before. There is an actual picture that can be unlocked just by slapping on her, clicking on her. I know there's a little thing for that. I know there's some things like that. Something of sorts. Well, so far so good. So far so good. Huh. I spoke too soon. What on earth? Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. I want to do perfect Sayori on the first chance that I get. That's not gonna happen, is it? That's definitely not gonna happen, isn't it? Oh well. Oh hey. Is this game actually gonna spare me after all the tricks? Well, is it? There's another unlockable for clicking on kawaii. And that's a Natsuki word. Why? I don't know. Really? Yuri associates with raindrops. But Sayori is rain clouds and Yuri is raindrops. That's this thing's rigged. This thing is literally rigged. Even in the remaster, this special stage is always rigged. Even then, even this is really rigged. This special stage is the most rigged. This special stage is very rigged. It's really rigged. A disaster strikes judgment. Are we actually gonna get... Is this gonna work? Are we actually... I'm almost done with the special stage. Nobody else has jumped. But wait a minute. A bunch of the big words are definitely Yuri ones. Speaking of which, restart the special stage. This is just like the special stages of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or special stage in Sonic 2. When you don't get enough rings. Or this is like Sonic 1 special stage, where you accidentally touch the gold block and you leave the stage without obtaining an emerald. That's how similar this feels. That's just how similar this is. In a way. In some bizarre way, or whatever the case may be. Over 20 minutes and I haven't even advanced anywhere. I have not went anywhere. Jeez. I'm trying to get perfect Sayori here. Spoke too soon. That's pretty random. There's one for completing the special stage in under 20 seconds. I'm aware of that. But we'll save it for the Act 2. We'll save it for Act 3. Cause that's the opportunity to get a perfect Monica. Apparently. I might have known. This is the fun of this. You never know what word belongs to who. You never know whose word belongs to which one. I'm gonna need a cheat sheet for that. I'm gonna need a cheat sheet for this. A big cheat sheet. It's... Because you never know whose words belong to which. You never know which words belong to which of the characters. You never know. You never know. You never know which is which. So far, I'm doing pretty good. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. I'm not falling for these tricks again. I'm not falling for these tricks. Fell for it. Spoke too soon. This is taking so long. I apologize that this is taking so long. I apologize for the fact that this is actually taking a very long time. Because I want to do perfect Sayori. And it's very difficult to achieve perfects for each. There we go. Just like that. Because you never know which is which. When I click on something and then it belongs to somebody else. That's red. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna commentate anymore, so, for now, until I get this completed. So, well, actually I'll still commentate, just not very often. Is this going to be the whole episode? Just me trying to achieve perfect Sayori? This is going to be the whole episode of just me trying to achieve perfect Sayori? That's just going to be the next episode. Instead of Sayori route, it's just going to be attempting to get perfect Sayori. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully this isn't the case. Hopefully this isn't the case. Hopefully this isn't such a random case. Because a bunch of these are trick words. I thought it was special. And I got no live chat to help me out here. That's sad. Boom. That's random. That's the most randomest thing I've ever seen. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit more to go. Come on. Perfect Sayori. Done. Perfect Sayori. Nice. Perfect Sayori. And everything else is just the same. The whole opening slogan's just the same. Okay. Back to... Okay. Here we go. We're probably gonna seem really lame. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things to speak out to their creative minds. Huh. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, are you? Aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. It's true, though. Yeah, I know, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair's sticking out all around here. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just a hair. Look, your bowl ain't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. An upscaled graphic looks quite interesting. Another upscaled graphic. Very nice. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does those kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, then you would have noticed sooner than it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my udders got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. That's so much better. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you'd take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all those embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Zach, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Zach. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Zach poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. You're so weird, Sayori. And then everything else is exactly the same as before. Next. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. And then everything else is the same. Next. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. So this is Yuri's dislike. So Yuri's dislike. See what you wrote today? I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each her own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Everything else is exactly the same. Especially the boss music. Especially this battle here. Except this time, we cowered. This time we act like a coward. Not so. Yuri? Sayori? Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Oh, not so Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Not so cute poems. They're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's blue and Yuri's others are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori? I'll make some tea. So this is why Sayori's vice president. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly sus that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I'd hate to see her get herself hurt. Predicting the future. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Okay, everyone. Okay, everything else is the same as before. Special stage. So we already did perfect Sayori. So it doesn't entirely matter. So as long as Sayori jumps the most amount of times And Yuri jumps as long as everybody jumps at least a couple times, equal amount of times, it should be good. There's also a special stage for, so yeah, one thing I should, if I just stood right here for the whole time, if I just stood here for the whole time, get a little bit of, just a little bit of stuff. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. Let's see what I'm up against this time. Are we going to achieve Sayori Part 2? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, Zach. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. See. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Moni. We'll be back soon. Are you going with Zark to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Hey, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready? Yep, let's go. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Oh, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of a poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Meaty. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Hey, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? The mission, eh? Oh, it's just the classroom from before. Oh, this is just the classroom from the beginning of the game. Okay. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Crayola! Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to put... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah! Dropped one by accident. Yeah. Ow. Okay, my forehead. Jeez, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Ah! Sorry. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Zach, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink will do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? I remember, what should I get? At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, he. It's nice and cold. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. Sometimes when I tried to do things that I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I'd start crying really hard. And you'd rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop growing. It was almost like you had blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? They really do that. Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. Anyway, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you on the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. Guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I was like, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. You think it'll be like this forever? Forever? I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Ah! Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess too late now. Anyway, let's go. My false here at the room. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get back into the room. Ah! You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing her poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead onto the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Yeah. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Zach. Well, Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Ready to share poems? Let's just grab mine. Should probably go ahead and grab mine. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much you like something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Wow. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can feel myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting into my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, don't you, Zayari? Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Hey, Draco. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Zayari, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Please don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. Cans. Holy. Yeah, everything's the same over here. Next. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't say it's any better either. Huh. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably most critical. Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone or so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other on our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah. I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Yeah, the Amy spider gag. Everything else is the same. Except, and I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. Next. Let's see what's written for me today. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yeti. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like churning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? And then the rest plays out as normal. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculous for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing with me. After all. Okay. Next. Blah, blah, blah. Next. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably, but you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you're not together super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you could talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright. And then everything else is the same, and the writing tip of the day. Just don't forget to save your game. You never know what absurd things happen. But I think I got all of the major CGs in Act 1. So now all that's left to do is to... All that's left for me to really do is to just go to the... and go into Act 2 shenanigans. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki / Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem like really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. What's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? And then the special stage as normal. Yep. Let me whip this one out of the way. Let me whip, this one out of the way. Let me, whip, this one out of the way. Let me whip this one out of the way. And then everything else is the same. The squid joke, Monica bends over in annoyance. Nothing else. Nobody shows up. This is your best one so far. It's really nice. Yeah, thanks. You've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Heh heh. Do you want a nap or something? No. That's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you'd try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori, and I know you have sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one exciting in my life. Sometimes just easier to write them right when thinking about you. Sayori? No. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? Sayori. Probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what'll cheer you up. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, alright? See you tomorrow. Adios. Next. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No. Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? What if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, especially even if I have to put up with just... God. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Anyway. Neutral. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic to have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metamorphical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. That was it. Next. How is Yuri's side going to handle this? Well done. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems that everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself? Well, you know how I like to say writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Too used to it. Overthinking. Being disliked. Yuri, what? What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Whoop-de-doo. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metamorphical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I would agree. Thanks for sharing. I can't imagine Monica's being any different. So, let's go anyway. Ha ha ha. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sarah's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with it. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't really been seeing much of her this past year. But since I joined this club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayari's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, it's like you haven't been flirting with her, haven't you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Monica acting kinda sus. Sayari's been acting so much happier ever since she joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'm gonna share my phone with you now. Everything else is the same. That's where Sayari's route actually ends. But in order to advance, we're gonna have to pick one of these fine ladies for chapter 4 so we can advance to the actual scene. Because why not? And I think I know of the shortest way to go. Watch the whole baking scene again. And watch the whole baking scene all over again. Just watch the whole baking scene again, because it's all good. Because I like this more than Yuri's. I think this one's shorter than Yuri's. Yuri's scene was a little longer, but I think this one's a little shorter, so unless it's the same length, I'm not sure. Something like that. We already saw Sayari's confession scene that she wants to perish, and this... Okay, so we're right back to where we were. We're right back. We're doing the Act 2 shenanigans now. But Sayari isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I just... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Narration's not good. Well, narration's good. I don't like narration. I don't like to narrate things sometimes. Ooh, Zach, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayari with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days this important she'd try a little harder? You should take little responsibility for her, Zach. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, didn't you know? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But... Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so... don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Hey, you wanna check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. What's this? something that I haven't read before. And absurd amounts of get out. A bunch of commands to make someone escape from the head. Ah! What's wrong? Ah, nothing. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Don't strain yourself. Okay. So, this is the big part. This is the big part. Sayori. Sayori. It just feels right. I knock on the door. Sayori. Wake up, dummy. Okay, here we go. I gently open the door. Say, oh. And then Sayonara song plays. Yep. Yep, there it is. Nice touch of the Serenity Forge background there. The Ren'Py exception thing is still there. So if I try and load a save state now, the save file is corrupt, starting a new game. Yeah, and the rest of the narration is the rest of the narration is pretty random. The rest of the narration, I can't take it back. Why did Sayori perish? I can't do this. Never, 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 never. Okay, so what about the ghost menu? Where's the ghost menu? Hello? Ghost menu. Where's the ghost menu? No ghost menu. But... Huh. No ghost menu. But we're entering Act 2 territory now, so yeah. That girl was Sayori. Blah, blah, blah. Narration's the same. Except this happens. And then all the save states are deleted, and boom. We're now officially in Act 2 territory. Let's see what shenanigans got upscaled. Let's see what kind of upscaled craziness that we're gonna explore. Clubs. Where? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing. There's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, you can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. One of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. She might be right, because I asked Google about it. She's not wrong, I guess. I did Google it. Google did seem kind of right. And besides, member's a member, right? Hey, Zaku, by any chance, still looking for a club to join? I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Zach. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Okay. Local Yandere Monica has entered the ring. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be so mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club. Cool. Yeah, I get it. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Zach in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why'd you come sit down? So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the club, it's my duty to make the club more fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in here yet. Must be hard starting a club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, not so? Well, I guess. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh yes. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. So, what kind of things you like to read? Manga. I'm not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What about you? Let's see. My favorites are novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling good stories such as foreign worlds is equally impressive. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Is that so? Boy, if a story makes me think, or takes me in another world, I really can't put down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, it's just... Never mind. That's right. You usually read about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. You looked like you read a poem called... Don't say that out loud and give that back. Fine. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsu feels. Sharing that level of writing makes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsu feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yori. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? And then go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, share them each other. Everyone's even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us participating together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to neuter the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well? Hold on, there's still one problem. I never said I'd join the club. Monica convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. We had others to look at, and... But, I'm sorry, I thought... I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival... Right. Okay, I've decided then I'll join. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think we could eventually end the meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Blah, 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 blah. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Okay, so we're just about to end off this episode. Okay. My mind wanders back to the triplets. Natsuki, the small, profane, the now more profane small one, Yuri, the one that will go berserk in this arc, and of course, Monica, the local yandere. Will I be happy spending every day after school? And with that, our first special, Nothing is Real. That's going to end off today's episode. Very nice. That just ends off today's episode of DDLC Plus. That just ends off the episode, I guess. Yeah, that ends off the episode. Let's take a look at the photos real quick. See what we got. Yeah. Got some new pictures here. Yeah, we got some new pictures here. So we got Sayori's scenes now. So that completes Act 1's portion of, well, that nearly completes all of the main game's character graphics. Just one more left, and that's Monica. All 9 persistents have been set to true. Nice. And there's our first special poem. Something tells me I'm going to be farming for... Something tells me I'm going to be farming for these. I'm going to be farming for stuff like this. We achieved perfect Sayori. And we tried to load a save state after Sayori perished. Tell Sayori to walk home with her. Sayori's first design. The one that's there when you select horror during the minigame. I mean, special stage. I'm sorry. I meant to say special stage. Sorry. Heh. Encore mode. We got all the Encore mode story. We got all the Encore tales unlocked. So we'll take a look at that later. And we got the entire music tracks. No mail yet. No mail has been achieved yet. So, I guess that's just gonna do it for today. That's just gonna do it for today. Since my time is up. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.